and thank you all for coming. And thanks to the Defenders of Wildlife here in Florida. This is really an organization that I am proud to help, because we two ladies have run over the wildlife too much here in this country, and somebody's got to be their advocate. Tonight may be a little bit different than what if the regulars that come here to Craftsman House, what you're used to hearing, which may be acoustic music. Now, I'm playing the violin, but this is an acoustic electric violin. And my music is contemporary. So, being just a solo violin, to get the flavor of my music, I need to give you the full sound, the full production. So I'm going to be using the tracks from my CDs tonight to paint a musical picture for you. And all the music tonight is going to be based on the animals from my Animal Totems CDs. And and thanks to Deanna Kincaid too, who helped germinate the idea of this concert. So let's begin. Turtle. The turtle represents our Mother Earth, so we must start with the medicine of the turtle. With all living things. Let the animals know that you mean good, and they will be good to you. They will be our helpers. Blessings of heaven and earth. My chant lets us know that those prayers are being answered. Dallas Chief Eagle was a Lakota holy man. He said the Creator has given us nature to use and preserve, and it is only through nature that we can commune with the great mystery. His people believe the Creator has breathed one breath of life into all living things, creating all things sacred. That all things in nature speak to us if we will but listen. Our indigenous ancestors of this turtle island said, we were not put here on the land to be parasites and live off of it, but to live in the land and the land in us, or we don't survive. And for those of us that believe this way, that is how we worship the Creator. In fact, That is the only worship of God there is. Kf is the turtle. According to the medicine or the teachings of some North American Indians, an animal totem is a physical manifestation of a spirit guide or helper. It's as if your guardian angel came to you here in this life walk in the form of a bird or an animal. And they come to help us. They come to teach us. But we have to be teachable. When you look at the medicine of birds and animals, you may wonder, for instance, what can a turtle teach us? It's a slow-moving animal and likes to lay in the sun all day. What is that teaching us? Well, look at those other attributes though. The turtle keeps going. It persists. It's determined to reach its goal. Sometimes it gets turned on its back, but it'll turn itself back over and keep going. So the turtle's medicine is about persistence, determination, and dedication. In fact, there's nothing in this life that you can't accomplish if you put your mind to it and your heart desires it enough. You can find the answers to spiritual questions you long for. You can develop skills in life that you desire or achieve the goals that you have set for yourself with persistence, determination, and dedication. This next animal is synonymous with supernatural power and the ability to heal. It is known by many names and many languages. The Southern Paiutes of southern Utah are my ancestors. Now they might say, Chahu, and usually a little more spit is involved there, but so close. The Cherokee might say Yona, but Lakota might say Manto. The Algonquin might say Mahwa. And I just learned a new one from the Indians up near Buffalo, New York. The Narragansett, what would they say? Nechwite. Or whatever name the bear is given. The bear people are said to be slow, quiet, and cautious. Now, if this describes you, then perhaps the bear is your medicine. If it is, you can be assured that you're being prepared to assume a role of leadership among your people. A role that may include the use of your own healing abilities as well. Of course, the bear is an animal who wants to be left alone. If you corner a bear, the bear will stand to fight. Just as you may need to stand someday to speak the truth of your life walk. And the bear spirit can bring you the wisdom and knowledge to speak your truth with courage and confidence. The bear goes into its den in the winter. The mother has 2 to 3 cubs. And in the spring she comes out with those cubs. And they'll be with her for 2 years before they go out and mature. So if the bear is your medicine, when it comes time for winter, you may want to curtail your activities, maybe only do 1 or 2 things during the winter. Let your ideas germinate so that in the spring when you can bring them out, you will be ready to present them to the world. But be prepared. It may take a few years, maybe 2 years for those ideas to mature and bring you profit. The bear represents introspection, going within yourself to find your strengths you need to bring out into your life today for your survival and the survival of the people. Motto is the bear spirit.